Hey everybody, this is James. I just wanted to take a minute to mark the milestone of passing 1,700 subscribers. I always like to put a little something out just to mark the occasion. We usually do every 100 subscribers, so I was recently past 1,700 subscribers. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed. Welcome to all the new subscribers. And if you're here for the wrestling content, I do have more coming. I'm working on a new World Class Bios right now on Iceman King Parsons. And the bios do take a little while. You start digging into a guy that had a 20 or 30 year career, it's very time consuming. But I am working on that right now. Always try to come up with something different just to put out there, just to mark the occasion of passing another 100 subscribers. If you've looked around on the channel, I used to do a thing called YouTube Suggestions, where I would promote other channels, other small channels particularly. And I thought I would just do a real quick promotion of some other wrestling content, original wrestling content. Not just matches and stuff, but people that actually, smaller-ish channels. There's one that would not fit the criteria for YouTube Suggestions. I tried to keep it under 25,000 subscribers, and this one's a little bit higher, but they're wrestling-based channels. I think have some pretty good stuff. One of them's just getting going. One of them's pretty well established. But if you're not familiar with these channels, maybe you want to give them a look. So I just thought I'd show you a few clips of these channels. Check those out if you're interested in pro wrestling. Some of it's modern, some of it's old school. And again, thank you for subscribing here. Hope you enjoy the content and are looking forward to what I've got coming up next. Check out some of these channels. You can do, I'll leave links in the description. I'll also have links in the upper right hand corner.
Hello, wrestling fans. I got one question for y'all out there. And that one question is, did you all, well, let me say this. I got a few questions for you. First of all, did you all, anybody out there in this wrestling universe, did you watch the Ric Flair's last match? Did you? If you did, comment below and let me know. And another thing, did you enjoy it? Was it a sad match? Was it an awesome match? Was it a one-time great match? And you got to consider his age. Or do you consider his age? All wrestling fans out there, just give me that answer. Comment down below what you thought about the whole wrestling match and the whole situation with Ric Flair. Woo! The Nature Boys concept of his last match at last Sunday, I think it was, or this last Sunday. Comment below and let me know.
The sad thing about those who start watching wrestling today is that they may never know what it feels like to watch wrestling when it's truly the biggest thing going. To watch the biggest stars of them all, the Austins, Watts, Flairs and Hogans, swaggering around like they actually own the world. When the crowd for every show, every week is hotter than hell, warring everyone on instead of sitting on their hands. When literally everybody in the schoolyard is doing crotch chops and the class idiot gets in trouble for flipping a teacher off because he saw Stone Cold do it on TV. That was the Attitude Era. 1999. It was a glorious time when wrestling was everywhere. In Herndon, Virginia, with wrestling at the height of its commercial power, a man had the idea to get in on the wrestling business and won a pay-per-view show featuring legendary grapplers from the annals of sports entertainment. A champion's tour, if you will. A senior circuit. The main event of the first show would feature a drunken and drugged-up man writhing around the ring with a hired snake on top of him as he licked his head.
As a kid, I idolized.
Got it.
Here's 2 tickets for Jeff.
To disrespect my husband, Olivia Richard?
He got exactly what he deserved in that moment.
We thought we could do this.
I broke into professional wrestling in 1994, and the world sure has changed a lot since then. The ubiquity of the internet supplies us with information and options that were never available when I was first breaking in. Most times, my research on topics just like this was limited to what I could find in the phone book. There are thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of professional wrestlers in the United States alone, and even more on a worldwide basis. Something that's important to understand about the craft of professional wrestling is that it is so much more robust as an endeavor than what you see on TV. When I was a kid, the only professional wrestling that I knew to exist was what I could discover by flipping channels on television. So of course I could find the World Wrestling Federation, and when our cable package expanded to include Turner stations, I discovered World Championship Wrestling, and those are 2 major organizations that have existed in the history of professional wrestling.